Hey there, you Locomotive Lancers. Welcome back for episode 15 of Locomotive Lance. I know it's been a while, but we do have a few things accomplished in there, so let's get in the train room and get started. Couple of dumpsters to paint here. Gonna paint the main thing green and the lids black. So let's just see how that turns out. There we go. Trying to get it in focus for you there. Get this lid all black, and then we're going to paint the actual dumpster green. So we'll check back in here in a couple minutes. I'm not sure that the green is the right color green, so I might update it, but you know, you can't have a dumpster fire without dumpsters. So these little dumpsters, I think, were worth the $10 I paid. It's just like I tell the guys at work, it's cheaper than a 3D printer. I know, no water in the river yet, but I did add these cattails on both sides of the river in some places, just to make it a little more realistic. And I did plant some hibiscus bushes in here, which I think is, you know, something to improve the overall look behind the bleachers. And if you look way over here, I do have a little dog who likes to watch the baseball game and check out the train coming by. Here's a few more things I've been working on. I got the paint finally dry on my picnic tables, working on my mailboxes, and a little playground for the park. Still need to add the points on the climbing wall, but other than that, it's done and ready to go into the train board. So there we go. Okay, so trying to mark and drill for my light post in the park. So I'm going to have one, you can see it laying down there, next to the pavilion, one near the playground, one here at the rock, you know, like a cool rock that might say something. I don't know what it might say, but we'll figure that out. And one here at the bridge that crosses, and then one back here in the parking lot. So you'll come across the bridge, into the parking lot, over to the playground, across the bridge, and then over to the ball field. So that's the plan. We'll get the lights hooked up, drilled and hooked up, and the landscape down, and see how it looks. Here's an overhead look of the creek stones that I've got glued in, and I've got just a little bit more that I need to add here. So we'll get these all glued in and spread these out a little bit, and then I'll be able to be ready to run the water into this little stream here in the park. So that's I've decided to do that before the river, just because I'm a scaredy cat. So yeah. So the moment of truth, I'm gonna pour the water in the little stream through the park. So I've calculated using the realistic water calculator how much I need. You see I've got that measured on the little black line. I'm gonna add the realistic water, and we're gonna do a little olive drab tint and mix it all together, and then we're gonna pour. Let's see if I can get this to the line. Just pour this in to the line. Nice. Adding a few drops. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we'll start with that. I may want to add a few more. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the murkiness there of this water. So I'm going to be stirring this for another couple of minutes, and then we're going to pour. All right, here we go. All right, we'll check back in a bit. All right, so there it's poured. It should clear up when it's dry. So hopefully I sealed this well enough, but we should see how this looks tomorrow. 24 hours later, and it's not completely cured. You see that white there, but all in all, I'm fairly happy with it. I just need more of it, so I'm gonna have to do a second coat, or whatever you want to call it. Apparently the realistic water realistically runs down the stream, so just gonna have to add a little more, but I don't necessarily hate how it turned out, so we'll add some more and see how it looks. All right, well, that's a wrap for episode 15. We did get a lot more of the ballast laid around the track. The baseball field's coming into its own here. We did get the river poured, and it's still curing. A lot more work was done on the mountain. And yeah, I know that you guys think that we need to do the river, and I think we're ready. The test drive on the river went pretty well, so come back for episode 16 and we'll work on that. Until then, have a great one.